Hi everyone, my name is Varsha and welcome to Study with Varsha. So, as I told you previously also that today we are going to learn about AWS Global Infrastructure. And before using any AWS services, it's very important to understand how AWS is structured worldwide. Okay, so AWS is not just a single data center, it's a huge global network made up of regions, ability zones, edge location, local zones, wavelength, and outputs, and many more things. So, in this diagram, which you are able to see, a region which is geographically are like Mumbai or North Virginia. Say Mumbai, US is one. This one is one location, and inside this region, we have multiple ability zones, which are separate data centers. Okay, like inside this Mumbai region, we have one ability zone, second, third, like multiple. And then AWS also provide edge location C. In this region, AWS is providing edge location as well. And local zones also, which will use to reduce latency and bring services closer to the user. Okay. And for special use cases like 5G or on premises, AWS has a wavelength zones and outputs. So first, let's start with the region. Then step by step, we'll move to ability zone, edge location, and other components. So without any delay, let's get start. Okay. So see the topic name itself. Okay. What I have written: AWS Global Infrastructure Detail Notes. And these notes, if you really want these notes, then I'll share these notes also. Okay. Or you can do comment there and I'll upload the notes. So that will be not a problem. So first question for anyone, like first question that came in their mind is, what is AWS Global Infrastructure? Okay. Then they think why we use and all these things. So before jump into the picture, I just want to explain something by showing 3D diagram. So come with me, okay? And I thought to share with you guys. See, okay. First thing, are you able to see? Yeah, AWS Global Infrastructure. So the most extensive, reliably and secure global is this. And it's open a new region faster than others. AWS maintain numerous geographical regions around the globe, from North America, South America, Europe, Asia Pacific, and the Middle East. AWS serves a million active customers in more than 190 countries. AWS is able to support these massive workloads thanks to its global infrastructure, which consists of ability zones, region, and edge network. The AWS Global Cloud Infrastructure is the most secure, extensive, the reliable cloud platform in the industry, which offers a wide range of cloud services. AWS is the top choice of small and medium enterprises for deploying their application worldwide across. Okay, and for distributing content closer to their end users with low latency. It provides you a highly available and a fault tolerant where you can deploy you what when you need it. Okay. AWS owns and operates thousands of server and networking devices. See, now you can see, and data running in a various data centers scattered around the globe. Even a data center is a physical facility that houses hundreds of computer system, network devices, and storage application. Even you can run your application in two or more data centers, okay, or to archive high availability. So if there is an outage in one of the data center, what we can say, you will still have other servers running in another data center. Okay. A data center can also deliver cached content to global end user to improve response time. And its course, the AWS Global Infrastructure utilize multiple data centers and group them in ability zones, region, and edge location. So see, ability zones, region, edge network. Let's discuss these components one by one. One ability zone consists of one or more data centers, each with a redundant power, networking, and connectivity. The data center of a single ability zone or ability zones for short. You can see their diagram also. This is 3D. And typically within 100 kilometers or 60 miles of each other. Think of it as a cluster and interconnected data center in a specific geographical zones. So, see, that can help your application become available and not available, highly available. Hence, the name is ability zones. Okay, see the next. AWS region consists of multiple ability zones. AWS is a various region available in North America, South America. Okay. See, some problem is there with the diagram, but no worries. We'll wait. I think it's a network problem. Okay, 1 minute. Yeah. Now you can see. See, Europe, Asia, and other parts of the globe. Since a single ability zone consists of multiple data centers. So, your system can acquire a highly level of fault tolerance by running it in two or more ability zones. This enables companies to build highly available, fault-tolerant and scalable cloud architecture. Instead of running their application on a single data center, remember that a single ability zones consist of one or more data centers. Okay, since you can deploy your application to your database to multiple ability zones in a single region, your system will still be there. Even if three or more data centers are experienced an outage simultaneously, so what happened in that case? That to improve the durability of your data, you can also replicate it in the two or more regions. This is helpful for disaster recovery and backups. Okay, so the ability zones of a single AWS are typically with hundreds of kilometers or miles of each other. Okay, within hundreds of kilometers or miles each other. Okay. However, these ability zones are still within a specific country. Okay. To comply with the data sovereignty, this is a particularly useful if you have a sensitive data that most usually stored in a data center location or country for data privacy compliances. And the other component of the AWS global cloud infrastructure that will be in the its network of point of presence or PLOP. It consists of edge location, regional edge caches, which enable you distributing your content with a low latency to your global users. Basically, a POP serves an access point, okay, that allow to different networks to communicate with each other. By using this global edge network, a user request does not, but we can say, that we need to travel back far from your region just to fetch the data. The cache content can quickly be retrieved from original edge cache that are the closer to your end user. This is also referred to as a content delivery network or CDN. Okay. So for example, you have a highly resolution image stored in a server that is in the California or Philippines. Okay. You can cache these files, media files, or Singapore, India, allow your customer in the Asia to retrieve these photos and master update. The image will upload quickly because it is fetched from the 8 server. So near your users instead of retrieving in the certain other regions. So this is the diagram. 1 minute. So yeah, now we can start again. See, so our first question is, what is AWS Global Infrastructure? I shown you the 3D diagram so you people understand, and it will be easier for you to understand that now the what we can say theoretical things. See, AWS has built one of the largest cloud infrastructure in the world. It's made of region, ability zone, edge location, and specialized zones that I already shown you. The idea is regions means where you deploy your services. Ability zones ensure highly available. Aids and local zones, it brings AWS closer to the user. Okay. Outpost and wavelength extend AWS beyond its main region. See, for example, if in India, our region will be in a Mumbai and I am working in a Bangalore, so nearby Bangalore, some what will we have? We have eight are local zones. So there we can use, so it will reduce latency. Okay. Outpost and wavelength extend AWS beyond its main region. This design ensure resilience, low latency, and compliance. Now, the second thing is core building blocks. Okay, what is core building blocks? Why we use? And now reasons. So, a reason in a geographical location like North Virginia, Mumbai, Frankfurt, each region is independent. Naming convention like AP South 1, US East 1, like that. Okay, so like AP means Asia Pacific. US means United States. South one means zone number, and each region contain multiple availability zones. Okay, minimum 3 in most of the regions we have. And choices per region also I have shown you that will depends on latency means closer to your customer, and compliance and data residency, that is services ability. Not all services are in every region. As of 2025, AWS has 30 plus regions and more are coming. Ability zones means one or more physical data center inside a region. Each ability zone has its own power supply, networking, cooling system. In ability zones, this is the short form, are connected with a high speed fiber that will be in a low latency. Okay, that is more than 2 ms. If one ability zone fail, workloads in the will automatically shift to the another and it will keep running. Best practice is that deploy application across at least 2 ability zones. So if one will get down, so your application will not hamper and it will work in another. In Mumbai region, AP South 1, there are 3 ability zones. Think of ability zones like different branches of the same bank in one city. In one branch closure and other are still opens. Now, edge location. So we have to understand how edge location will work. So a small data center placed near end users, mainly used by CloudFront like CDN, and cache static content closer to user. Route 53 provides flat domain resolution. 450 edge location in the worldwide now up to 2025. Example, if a user in a Delhi access a US hosted websites, the content is served from a Delhi edge location instead of pulling from the US. Much faster will be there ki nahi? Yeah. So now local zones. So what is local zones? If we have a edge, then why the need of local zones? So local zones is nothing but extension of AWS region placed closer to a big cities like Mumbai, Bangalore, Pune, in India I'm talking, reduce latency for workloads that need real-time processing. Not all AWS services are in a local zones, mainly EC2 and storage networking. For example, if your app is running in Mumbai region, but users are in a Chennai, you can use a local zone in Chennai, so that will be good. Wavelength zones. What is wavelength zones? So AWS infrastructure inside a 5G telecom network, user of ultra low latency applications or autonomous vehicles, the IoT. So work with the telecom providers like Verizon or Vodafone. So AWS Outposts. So AWS Outposts are hardware delivered to on-premises data center. We can say it extends AWS services to your local site. Describe cloud models that I showing you in the picture and diagram also. Example, a bank that cannot move from completely to cloud due to compliance issues uses Outpost. So what is the benefit of that? Like, see, of AWS global infrastructure, which we discussed. So what is the benefit? That is highly available, fault tolerance and low latency, global reach, compliance. Okay, scalability. So example, we can see imagine you are hosting a video streaming app, okay, like OBS or something. S3 bucket in the Mumbai region stores that video, and EC2 instance in two availability zones handle backend processing, ensure high availability. So CloudFront with its location deliver videos quickly to the user in India, US or Europe. So for gamers in Chennai, use a local zone to get 100 milliseconds latency for a global rollout, deploying in multiple regions. That will be called as a term as a Frankfurt. Okay. So this is about our topic which we discussed today. Now we can. I'm just writing a summary so that you will remember. Point of remember is region means big geographical areas. Availability zones means independent data center in a region. Its location nearest content delivery. Local zones city level extension. Wavelength zones 5G ultra low latency and outposts are like AWS at your own on premises. So see all the topic I have covered and I try to deep dive in a very detailed way. So thanks for watching Study with Varsha. Have a nice day.